Want me to go places, foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard, when I walk in I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side, is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet, if it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot, look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones, that's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet, if it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot, look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely.
Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So two incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
That's taken on the 25. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
34-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jannard Avery. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold unable to find Allen Lazard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now Darnold. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An injured player still down, and that's Chris Godwin. So the wide receiver slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Check, 42's the mark. Check, 42's the mark. Hey, I'm coming. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
That catch good for only. A couple
on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Mixed the score, Buccaneers 21, Eagles nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Looking right, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
34-yard line.
Nothing. Our score after one.
Buccaneers 21, Eagles nothing.
So still 14 yards to go. Second down. Now a carry for Sanders. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
To throw is Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Get it more than when I get it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The shotgun snap for Darnold. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete to his running back, Evans. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 20-yard line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he finds Howard complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
One thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Situation. Let's go. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Don't get nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Third down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here. And at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. And we're not even at halftime.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. 080. Check. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Here's Darnold. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Darnold to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Oh, boy, this isn't what you want to see. That's Todd Gurley, folks. Down on the field still. We'll check on his status when we get back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Ready?
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 35, Eagles nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Baby, that's baby style. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Philadelphia.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
3-yard gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
This is Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. The left side completion to Jones. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that takes us from second to third down. 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. And 82. Watch 52. 52's the mic. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Switch. Lady, safety creep.
Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Lady, back.
Here's Darnold. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
47-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Going deep this time for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
45. Mike, 45.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
26, Miles.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
It certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Who that? Who that? 57's the mic.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Darnold from the gun. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And bulldozing through both. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
Point after.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now we're... And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And taken right at the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Darnold. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 45's the mic.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 46-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40.
13 yards.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hey. We got three. Three down. 40's mine. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Hurts. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hurts.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
40's the mark. Here we go.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Hall on the tackle.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Hurts to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
38-yard attempt.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Davion Taylor, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off of play action, Darnold. That's caught by Howard. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the Bucs' 47-yard line.
Okay, ready? Check 45 the mic. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check mic 45, check mic 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Outside. 52. I got one, I got one.
Tonight's final score, Buccaneers 49.
And Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Hey, mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Nice march out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the Russica. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up, that's a notch. I'm flying mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many copies I cried. Shout out Zaza, Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I need somebody to hold on to the fuck up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one. I need somebody to hold on to the fuck up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I need somebody to hold on to the fuck up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I need somebody to hold on to the fuck up. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a chain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rain.